Welcome to our Capstone presentation. I'm Hokkim,
I'm JB.
And I'm Yefta.
and today we will be presenting our Capstone. Our Capstone title is Enhancing Learning Spaces, an in-depth exploration of optimal seating positions and analysis of the relationship between sound, lighting, and temperature on academic performance on Tritunggal Christian Secondary School. The background of our Capstone lies in the following. The classroom environment, including factors such as temperature, lighting, and sound, significantly influences students' learning experience and academic achievements. The optimal classroom conditions in Indonesia are suggested to be a temperature of 20 to 23 degrees Celsius and the lighting intensity of 300 to 500 lux and a sound level of around 65 decibels. Classroom seating arrangements which consider these environmental factors can significantly affect student engagement and performance. The following are the objectives of our capstone presentation. We want to examine and assess existing seating configurations on Tritunggal Christian Secondary School's second floor, specifically Damascus, Galilee, Corinth, Philippi, Philadelphia, and Smyrna, to identify seating arrangements that contribute to students' comfort and engagement. And second, we want to investigate the relationship between temperature, sound, and lighting conditions within the classrooms on the second floor, specifically Damascus, Galilee, Corinth, Philippi, Philadelphia, and Smyrna, aiming to understand how these factors may influence the students' academic performance.
Next, these are the three most important part of literature review. First, we have temperature. So the optimal temperature for a classroom is between 20 to 23 degrees Celsius. Students consider temperature when choosing a sitting position as it greatly affects their performance. Next, lighting. The ideal amount of lighting in a classroom is around 300 until 500 lux, with an average of around 400 lux. Next, sound. The average sound that should be audible at every seat is around 69.6 dBA. This can be achieved by having the teacher speak at around 83 dBA. We also have the factor of each SLT. For temperature, we have human body heat, air conditioning, and occupancy ratio of the classroom. For lighting, we have sunlight. Sound, we have external noise and internal noise. For the methodology, we have two things to do, which is the experiment and the survey. For the experiment, we conduct an experiment using alcohol thermometers, a lux meter, and a dBA meter. Next, we take multiple samples and were taken for each factor. And last but not least, we collect the data and it was compared to predetermine optimal values for sound, temperature, and lighting. For the survey, we create a questionnaire using Google Form with the questions. We share the Google Form link through WhatsApp to the chosen students. And alternatively, we also approach the student directly and politely ask for their assistance in completing the questionnaire. After we gather everything, we process the data and finally perform analysis, interpretation, and report writing to present the results.
And here is our results. In Damascus, 5 out of 15 of the seats are ideal, while the rest didn't meet the requirements. So we consider Damascus is an unideal classroom. Next is gallery. 9 out of 15 of the seats are meet the requirements, so we put it as an ideal classroom for gallery. Next is Philippi. Same with Damascus. It has only 5 out of 15 seats that meets the requirement, makes it not an ideal classroom. Well, Korean has 12 out of 15 seats that meets the requirement, so it is an ideal classroom. Next is Philadelphia. 12 out of 16 seats in Philadelphia meets the requirement, means there it is an ideal classroom for Philadelphia. Next is Smyrna. It only has 8 out of 17, which is not an ideal classroom for Smyrna. So the conclusion is Galilee, Corinth, and Philadelphia at Trinidad Christian Secondary meet at least 2 out of 3 requirements for standard classroom settings in terms of sound lighting and temperature. Well, the correlation between environmental factors and academic performance are generally weak, suggesting that these factors are not the sole determinants of academic success. And last, the analysis of students' perceptions reveals a generally satisfactory view of their classroom conditions, contributing to an effective learning environment. So that is our presentation. Thank you for listening.